Noodle's Knitting by Cheryl Webster. Illustrated by Caroline Pedler. Noodle hugged the snuggly wool tight. She had always longed to knit. For months she had watched the farmer's wife knitting and whispered along to the special words. Knit one, purl one, knit two together. But today, suddenly the farmer's wife had cried, "It's not the right shade!" and tossed her ball of wool aside. And now it was Noodle's. "Just wait until the others see this," she squeaked. Panting, Noodles reached Hedgie's house. "Oh, there's a chill in the air," Hedgie grumbled. "My snout is blue." "What do you have there, Noodle?" "It's wool. I've got some wool," Noodle laughed. "Now all I need are knitting needles." "Oh, I can help you there," snuffled Hedgie. "Two of my prickles should do the job." "Wow, thanks, Hedgie," gasped Noodle. "Now I can start my super snuggly scarf." And she set off home. Noodle didn't get far before she just had to give it a try. She unrolled and threw and flicked and looped and, oh dear, silly me, I forgot to say the special words. Noodle giggled. "Knit one, purl one, knit two together," she sang out. As the needles looped the wool, a small row of stitches appeared. "Oh, look what I did! Look what I did!" squeaked Noodle. She hoppity-skipped across the stepping stones. "Knit one, slip one, knit two together," she sang. "Knit one," forgetting all about the wibbly-wobbly one in the middle. "Slip!" Luckily, Bulgy popped up just in time. "Careful, Noodle," he croaked. "It's a bit chilly for you to take a dip." "I know," twitched Noodle. "Imagine how wet my wool would get." "Thanks, Bulgy." Then off she scurried. Pitter-patter went her paws. Clickety-click went her needles. On and on she danced, singing merrily. One plain, one purl, one twist, one twirl. She was enjoying herself so much, she didn't even notice her knitting catch on a prickle. Or how it stretched and stretched. Knit one, purl one, knit two together, and stretched until Noodle flew back through the air. "Noodle, you're flying!" shouted a horrified Rosie. "Don't worry, I'll catch you." "Got you," panted Rosie. "Thank goodness my knitting's safe," gasped Noodle. "Thank you, Rosie." And with a flickety-flick of wool and a clickety-click of needles, Noodle scampered into her little house. Noodle yawned, but was much too excited to sleep. There was so much wonderful wool still to knit. And knit she did, all night long. And as the ball of wool got smaller, her knitting got longer and longer and longer. "Yippee! It's finished!" Noodle squeaked at last. "Just wait until the others see this." But Noodle couldn't get to the door. Her super snuggly scarf was everywhere. "Oh no, I'm knitted in," squeaked Noodle. Just then Noodle heard a tapping. Yoo-hoo! Noodle! Called out Bulgy. The three friends peeped and pointed and gasped. Oh no! Giggled Hedge. You're in quite a pickle. Don't worry, we'll soon have you out, twitched Rosie. They all took hold of the knitting and pulled. And as they tugged and looped, Noodle spun and swirled and whooped and whirled. Oh, thank you, she splurted out at last. Noodle looked at her enormous scarf and felt a little silly. Whatever will I do with all this? She sighed. Do you know, Noodle? This is just perfect, Edgy snuffled. You've made the most wonderful winter's nest ever, sighed Rosie. So I have, Noodle squeaked happily. And the best thing is, it's big enough for us all. And as the snowflakes fell, the friends huddled up together in their super snuggly scarf for four. It's time. Reading time. Welcome to Reading Time with Amanda Brown.